Families, they have various functions, don't they? They provide solace and understand us, and the list goes on and on. But most of all, they help us relate with people outside of the family circle and play a key role in our social development. In my case, I wouldn't have gained the precious ability to understand others if it weren't for my mom. When I was in the 4th grade, I had an autistic classmate, Tanaya, whom everyone teased. I had to sit beside her for a whole semester and was ridiculed for that. So I'm embarrassed to say, but I treated her with asperity because I wanted to please my friends. Expecting Mom to sympathize with this, I told her the whole story. But her reply was something that I hadn't anticipated. And it went like this. You must be frustrated, but I understand. But, well, how would Tanaya feel like? She has feelings too. Her words struck me greatly. Afterwards, I tried hard to think in other people's point of view and treat them considerately. This ability to understand other people is called empathy, and we all first learn from, guess what? Our families. However, it has been shown by a research conducted in the University of Michigan that people's empathy has been declining since 1980. How did this happen? Well, according to a German scholar and journalist, Frank Schirmacher, the main reason empathy is disappearing in our society is the collapse of families. This is because we form empathy with the help of our families in the first place. But nowadays, people fear forming new families, as can be seen from constantly decreasing birth rates and marriage. And additionally, increasing family conflicts have resulted in undermined relationships. For instance, 1 out of every 3 married couples divorce in Korea. Now, what caused this? It turns out that our pursuit of selfishness is the main factor. We have formed a myopic belief that we should only pursue our own good. Because of that, people these days, they avoid sacrificing for their family members, and they fail to understand each other effectively. And such self-centered thoughts are what lead to weakened family bonds. Do you think being selfish gives you more advantage? The answer is no. According to Richard Dawkins, a renowned biologist and writer, altruism brings good to both the society and each individual who acts considerately. Nice guys don't finish last, people. They finish first. Therefore, if we can become a little more altruistic, not only would it benefit us in the long run, but it can also help us reinvigorate torn family relationships, and this can boost our society's empathy. At this point, some people might be doubtful about this solution that I told you, since it seems a little challenging to reverse everyone's individualistic mindsets and suddenly turn them into altruistic people, right? But I assure you, that's not hard. To give you an example, let me tell you how my relationship with Tanaya ended. When I walked in Tanaya's shoes, I came to understand how her mental disorders, autism, handicapped her from executing everyday tasks that we perform with ease. So I helped her during class and urged other children to follow suit. Then, soon enough, my classmates followed my example, and they treated Tanaya as an equal, not as a victim of bullying, and they gave her a helping hand. Like a proverbial butterfly that flaps its wing in one continent and creates a hurricane in another, I believe that one's empathy can spread, just as it did in my 4th grade classroom. Thus, even if a single person changes his or her egocentric mindset, they can influence the whole society, since their empathy and altruism will spread and permeate. Now, I'll summarize. One of family's key rules are that they are the starting point of understanding and empathy. However, it has been shown that the collapse of families is having a detrimental effect on them. So, in order to put an end to this breakdown and enhance our empathy, We have to eradicate our selfish thoughts and become more altruistic. Before ending my talk, let me repeat. Even if a single person changes his or her egocentric mindset, they can influence the whole society. So if you're waiting for other people to start the change first, let me remind you, you can lead the change. Thank you for listening.